conference room felt like a funeral as Vincent Castellano stared at the bankruptcy paper. 39 years old, with dark hair and 20 years of work about to disappear. Okay. Wore a charcoal suit that suddenly felt too heavy. CEO of Castellano. Manufacturing 400 employees, about to lose everything because of one catastrophic decision. One failed investment. The board members stood around him in silence. His CFO had explained it twice already. The Singapore deal collapsed. Our entire expansion fund is gone. $45 million. We can't recover. Vincent picked up the pen in his hand, didn't shake head. Already cried, already raged. Now there was just acceptance. Wait, a small voice. Everyone turned. A little girl stood in the doorway, maybe 5 years old, with blonde curls and pigtails. She wore a pink dress, held a piece of paper. Who was that? The CFO asked. That's Mia. Vincent's assistant said, running over. I'm so sorry, Mr. Castellano. She's my daughter. Daycare closed for a staff emergency. I had nowhere else to take her. I told her to stay in my office. It's fine, Vincent said, exhausted. Mia, you need to go back with your mother. But sir, Mia said, walking over with complete confidence, you missed this number. She held up the paper. Vincent took it. It was a financial report from accounting printed that morning. Sweetheart, this isn't. Vincent stopped, stared. What is this? His CFO told her. His shoulder went pale. That's impossible, what the board demanded. This shows a wire transfer. The CFO said $45 million from Taipei, received 3 days ago, but the Singapore deal fell through. This isn't Singapore, Vincent said, his voice shaking. This is Taiwan. The subsidiary deal from 6 months ago. He grabbed his phone, called his VP of International Operations. Chen, did the Taiwan contract close? Yes, sir, Chen said. Confused. 3 days ago, final payment of $45 million. I sent the documentation to accounting and to your office. Why? I never received it. I sent it directly to your email and copied your CFO. Vincent looked at his CFO. Suddenly, couldn't meet his eyes. Forwarded again. Now, 30 seconds later, Vincent's computer pinged email from Chen. Subject: Taiwan deal closed. $45 million. Payment confirmed. Sent 6 days ago. Ever opened. Vince scrolled through his inbox, found the original also unopened. He looked at his CFO. You told me we lost everything. I thought we did. The CFO stammered. The Singapore deal. We had TWO deals. Vincent said, his voice dangerous. Singapore and Taiwan. Singapore failed, but Taiwan closed. Didn't you check? The CFO was sweating. I did check. Looked at the Singapore accounts. They were empty, so I assumed you assumed. Vincent repeated. You didn't verify. You almost bankrupted a 400-person company because you assumed. He turned to Mia, who was watching with wide eyes. Sweetheart, how did you know this was important? I saw it on the printer. Mia explained. In Mommy's office. She works in accounting. I was coloring, and I saw the big number, $45 million. Mommy teaches me numbers. I remembered, 'cause you said that number in your meeting this morning when I was waiting. Vincent had walked past accounting that morning, upset, talking on his phone about the $45 million loss. Mia must have heard me say $45 million. Then saw $45 million on a paper and thought they should match. Mia nodded. Numbers should be right. Vincent felt tears. This 5-year-old probably couldn't read most of the report. Had seen what a team of executives missed. $40-5 million payment that saved everything. Mia, you just saved 400 jobs. What's a job? Everyone laughed, relief flooding the room. Vincent turned to his board. Canceled the bankruptcy. We're solvent. Meeting adjourned after everyone left. Vincent called Mia's mother. Alina, can you come to my office? Both of you. Alina arrived, looking terrified. Mr. Castellano, I'm so sorry about Mia interrupting. Don't apologize, Vincent said. Your daughter just saved this company. What? Vincent explained. Missed email the Taiwan payment. Mia, noticing the discrepancy, she remembered the number. Vincent said $45 million, connected it to what she'd heard me say. Brought me the report. He looked at Alina. How old is Mia? 5. She just turned 5. And she understands 45 million. She's always been good with numbers. Elena admitted since she was tiny, she counts everything, can do math in her head. Her preschool teacher says she's gifted. Vincent made a decision. I want to set up an education fund. It's for Mia, full scholarship. Any school, any program from kindergarten through PhD, if she wants. Elena started crying. You don't have to. Yes, I do. Vincent said she saved 400 families, including mine. This is the least I can do. He paused. Also, I'm promoting you to what? Director of Financial Operations. Vincent said salary of 120,000 plus bonus. You clearly taught your daughter to notice details. That's the skill I need. Over the following days, Vincent investigated what happened, how the payment was missed. The CFO had been negligent. Checked one account, assumed the worst, never verified, never looked deeper. You're fired. Vincent told him, this is unfair, unfair. Vincent repeated, you almost destroyed 400 lives because you didn't do your job. A 5-year-old caught what you missed. Get out, Vincent. Also, reformed company procedures, triple verification on major financial claims, multiple sign-offs. Okay? A single point of failure. We almost died because one person didn't check. Vincent told his leadership team. That never happens again. 5 years after that day, Mia attended a company anniversary celebration. Now 10 years old, brilliant with numbers, studying advanced mathematics. Vincent asked her to speak when I was 5. Mia said, standing on a chair, I was at my mommy's work because daycare was closed. I saw a piece of paper with a big number, 45 million. I remembered that number because Mr. Vincent said it that morning. He sounded sad. She smiled, so I brought him the paper. To help him be not sad, the room applauded. Vincent stood. 5 years ago, this company almost died. He said, because I was about to sign bankruptcy papers based on incomplete information. My CFO told me we'd lost everything. I believed him, never questioned, never verified. His voice broke. Then a 5-year-old girl walked in, handed me a paper, and said, Sir, you missed this number. That paper showed a $45 million payment that saved us all. He looked at Mia. Mia, you taught me something that day. That wisdom isn't about age. It's about observation, about connection, about seeing what others miss. Thank you for saving us, for being braver than any executive. In that room, Elena spoke when Vincent offered to fund Mia's education. She said, I cried for a week. I'm a single mother, working accounting. I could never afford the schools she needs, the programs for gifted kids, the opportunities. She looked at Vincent. You gave her a future because she gave you one. That's grace. Years later, when Mia graduated from MIT at 18, Vincent attended, cheered louder than anyone at the reception. Mia found him. Thank you. For what? For everything. Mia said. The education fund, the opportunities, but mostly for listening. When I was 5, when I said you missed this number, you could have ignored me, told me to go away. But you listened. Vincent hugged her. You saved 400 families that day, including your own. Of course, I listened. I learned something. Mia said. What? That the most important voices are often the smallest, the ones we almost ignore. You taught me to speak up, even when I'm young, even when I'm scared, because sometimes 5-year-old sees what adults miss and changes everything. If this story touched your heart, please like and share it with someone who believes in listening to unexpected voices. Subscribe for more stories about wisdom in small packages and second chances. Comment and tell us about a time when someone young taught you something important. Your story might inspire someone to listen more carefully today.